Hello, it's your boy Footy and welcome to my channel. Another Premier League fixture is coming to an end, and what a fixture it has been. Fast forward playing, goals, a lot of goals and new players stepping in and showing their worth. Let's jump right through it. Liverpool started the game with young academy centre-back Quensa, replacing suspended Virgil van Dijk. Gakpo, Salah and Jota leaded the front line with Diaz and Nunez on the bench due to fatigue from long-distance flights. Wolves pressed really good start in the game, going a goal up after 7 minutes when Wang Hee-chan converted a Pedro Neto cross at the far post. Completely dominant in the first half, Wolves failed to further capitalize and were left to rue missed chances. Matheus Cunha was not in his day. The second half was a different story, with Wolves playing meekly on the back foot as they let Liverpool back into the game. Their victory looked a formality after Cody Gakpo equalized with a tap-in, and it duly arrived courtesy of Andy Robertson's strike and a late Hugo Bueno own goal. I have been hugely impressed by new Wolves signing John Bellegrade. The French midfielder controlled the first half of the game with his key passes and unexpected accelerations. On the other hand, Mo Salah got himself a hat-trick of assists, delivering another class performance. Spurs started the game with Romero leading the backline, Bissouma with his fourth consecutive start of the season alongside Sarr and Maddison in the middle, Son and Kulusevski up in front. Meanwhile, Sheffield began with Archer and McBurney in the front line. Sheffield United went head-to-head with Spurs and defended really well, came to Gustavo Hammer at the back of the box. From somewhere, Spurs found two late goals to win a game that had seemed lost. The most remarkable aspect of the comeback, though, was not even its lateness but that it was sparked by Richarlison. The Brazilian had previously scored one league goal since joining from Everton for 60 million in the summer of 2022 and had revealed over the international break he has been receiving psychological help for his struggle with off-field events. But it was for me the best game of the week, and let's talk about Sheffield's goalkeeper, Fotheringham. What a player he is. Top saves. The Hammers lined up the same defense with Agard and Zuma in the center, Alvarez, Susek and Prowse in the middle, and Paqueta, Bowen, Antonio leading the front line. For City, the usual team, with new signing Jeremy Doku stepping in. For 45 minutes on a clammy day in East London, Erling Haaland had finally scored a goal, after almost scoring a goal more times than seemed humanly possible in a single game of football. And City were romping towards their 5th straight league win of the season, 3-1 up and on the verge of returning to the top of the table. Aston Villa gathered a solid team this year, with the likes of Pau Torres, Zaniolo and Diaby. The team surely added quality. While Palace wait for the comeback of Olise, Edward and Eze tried their best in attack. This was not the perfect victory, but Aston Villa made it 10 out of 10 wins at home by recovering from going behind to gain all 3 points thanks to 3 goals scored after the 87th minute. In a crazy end to a game, Villa deserved to win but had almost thrown away. John Duran equalized, Douglas Luiz scored a delayed penalty 8 minutes into added time, and Leon Bailey added a third. Crystal Palace did everything they could to provide their absent manager Roy Hodgson as they tried to extend their unbeaten away start to the season thanks to Odsonne-Edouard's goal early in the second half. Fulham is one of the teams to watch this season, with Palhinha staying Wilson and Jimenez in the front. The boys of Marco Silva seems ready to fight. While Luton are still fighting for their first points in Premier League, I seem to like their way of playing, especially the links in the middle between Chong and Lokonga. Substitute Carlos Vinicius secured Fulham's first home win of the season. The away supporters still have plenty of reason to feel optimistic despite now sitting bottom. Having conceded 9 goals in their first 3 matches at the top table, this was a markedly improved performance from Luton, as it took until midway through the second half for Fulham to find the breakthrough within minutes of Vinicius' introduction off the bench. Up to that point, it had been the visitors who had created the better chances, with Jacob Brown and Amaris missing excellent opportunities. Roberto De Zerbi, the man of the moment. What a great performance again by Brighton. We've seen 6 changes in the starting lineup made from the 3-1 win against Newcastle. For United, Reguilon and Holland made their debuts for the team. Brighton rightly ended the game and showed from the first minutes that they intend to win. Danny Welbeck, Pascal Gross and Joao Pedro scored for the visitors, who were threatening most of the game. United were missing players like Jadon Sancho for disciplinary reasons and Anthony a leave of absence, plus those with injuries including Raphael Varane and Luke Shaw. Yet Brighton did what they did while deploying rising star Ivan Ferguson as a replacement only. The Sancho affair has been the main issue. Ten Hag created this with his openness regarding the forward's absence from the previous loss at Arsenal. Now has to come a change in what he oversees on the field, and quickly. Newcastle had to win this game after the previous losses they had. With Barnes, Gordon and Wilson leading the attack, the team showed character and got the 3 points. Brentford played a good game and deserved more. Newcastle's manager had restored Wilson to his starting 11, dropping Alexander Isak to the bench, and Wilson appeared to have repaid his manager's faith by scoring a penalty. They are now going to play AC Milan in Europe, something special for all Newcastle fans. Chelsea team dominated, but there remains something missing in what Pochettino is trying to create out of the chaos of the summer transfer window. Raheem Sterling hitting the crossbar with a free kick at the start of the second half, Chelsea threatened, yet only in a vague and shy sort of way. Arsenal picked a good place to showcase their determination, belief and class required to produce another Premier League title challenge. Mikel Arteta's team were confronted by an obstinate Everton with zero ambition, but one piercing move and stylish finish from the substitute. Leandro Trossard was enough for a first Arsenal win at Goodison Park in almost 6 years. Arsenal had lost 4 and drawn 1 of their previous 5 visits to Goodison, and it was required to maintain the confidence and composure to eventually break Everton. There were boos after the final whistle for only 4 minutes of time being added on. The truth is, the hosts would have never threatened an equalizer no matter how long the referee played. Here is my Premier League review of the week. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment with your favorite Premier League goalkeeper. Footy says bye, tschüss.